What's up everybody, Danny's here and we are back at it again with another video. But before I get into it, make sure you check out all the links in the description below. So today, what I wanted to talk about is, should you get Zelda Breath of the Wild and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on the Nintendo Switch or on the Nintendo Switch 2? Let's talk about this. So The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was first released on the Nintendo Switch and on the Wii U 8 years ago in 2017, and the Nintendo Switch has been 8 years, and Nintendo's deciding to do a next console generation of the Nintendo Switch. So I already have Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on the Nintendo Switch, so why do I need one? Well, I bet I don't need one for the Switch 2, because I already have it on the Switch 1, to be honest. So, as I was thinking, Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch, right off the bat, it was awarded Game of the Year so far, though. It was one of the best Zelda games ever made, the same with Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, good for players and Zelda fans who like The Legend of Zelda, because literally Nintendo usually likes having to re-release every single game that was the best game that they've had awarded Game of the Year, but then Nintendo has decided to put it on a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, that's what they did, pretty much, though, but I really like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. They also did re-release Zelda Tears of the Kingdom already for the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, they included it on the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and we had a Zelda remake, apparently, because I apparently predicted it on the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. I predicted Zelda Wind Waker for the Switch 2, and now they did it on Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Switch Online. So I highly recommend picking up Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on the Nintendo Switch before the Switch 2 version comes out. It should be a cool idea for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, the Nintendo Switch 1 version is the best version. I highly recommend, because if you buy the Switch 2 edition, I don't know about that yet. If you buy the Nintendo Switch 2, which one's better for Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom? The Nintendo Switch version or the Nintendo Switch 2 version? Let me know in the comments below which version is better, though. Plus, let's talk about, let's see, I don't know, what should we talk about next? Oh, some of the GameCube games that were definitely added on the Switch 2 during the Switch 2 Direct. We are finally getting GameCube Nintendo Switch Online, and I recognized something. Now that we have Zelda Wind Waker HD The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for Nintendo Switch Online on the Nintendo GameCube on the Switch 2, I've noticed something. You can actually see that they have finally added a C button on the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con controllers, and they did on the Switch 2 Pro controller. And what it is for right now is that it's a voice chat button, which means the C button's for voice chat. It means if you play online or locally, or if you play online, you can use like voice chat, though, which is what I'm not a fan of in Fortnite, though, which is why I'm not a fan of. And any online games, not a fan of that. But if you guys are a fan of voice chat, let me know in the comments below if you guys are a fan of voice chat. And plus, don't forget that the Nintendo Switch 2 will still be releasing June 5th after pre-orders were delayed and canceled on April 9th. I mean, there's still no pre-order date yet, though, since April 9th was canceled for the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order. So, it will still be released on June 5th, though. And what games am I excited to get when it's released, the Nintendo Switch 2? Well, I'm going to say Mario Kart World, because this was my prediction of the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. But pretty much, though, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is compared to Mario Kart World. I mean, they've updated a lot of versions of that game, though. But I am still going to get the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World, though. So, let me know what you guys think. Would you rather get Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom on the Nintendo Switch or on the Nintendo Switch 2 when it releases? Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? So I think this will wrap it up here for today's video. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys really do enjoy the video, please make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment and share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. Make sure to hit that bell notification every time you get notified when I post a video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!